What is popping, everybody? It is your boy Corey Shea, and we are back again with another speed paint video. I actually really enjoy doing these because it's basically just, it's kind of just me yapping. It's like a big yap session while I go over my art, but I just like it. So today we are going to be talking about, we're watching the speed paint video for a illustration I did at the beginning of the year. I think this is like technically the first illustration I did of the year, or like the new year. It's called Goddess Hands. It's essentially this is basically like One Piece fan art of Nico Robin, but with a twist, with a little bit of more melanin to her. Um, I ain't gonna lie to you, I really love how this one came out. This one was very kind of ambitious at the time. Um, I really, I really love this one. So for when making Nico Robin with a little bit more melanin, I was really thinking about her hairstyle in this one. I wanted to give her kind of like Cleopatra braids, I would say, because she's always kind of giving me that vibe. Like, I don't know, she always kind of gave me like an Egyptian vibe. I don't know if that's weird, but she's always giving me that. Um, she's always gave me like a Cleopatra vibe. Speaking of Nico Robin, honestly, well, this is gonna get me into a whole rant about One Piece. A good rant though. I love One Piece. I love One Piece. Um, my first exposure to One Piece, I think this is probably everybody's first exposure to One Piece. It would be through Cartoon Network. It used to come on Cartoon Network. I believe it's the kind of like the. I remember the theme song, the English dub theme song, the Four Kids one. People didn't like that one, but I thought that shit was hard. Yes, sir. That shit was gas. I love One Piece. I used to watch it every time it came on. Um, I just love one of the things I love about One Piece. I just love that sense of adventure it has. Like, and people will brag on it. People will drag on it, say that oh it's too long, but that's the point. It's long for a reason because it's good. One Piece is generally like really good, and if you have time to invest, I think it's really a good investment. One Piece has so much going on with the story, so many like moving parts and stuff that it's really well written. I'm a glazed One Piece to the day I die, but yeah. So back to this illustration as I was yapping. So if you read One Piece or watch One Piece, you know Nico Robin's her whole thing, her devil fruit is like the hands. She uses like she can like spawn hands out of anywhere, even on your body. Um, Her devil fruit actually has more to it, but for simplistic sake, let's just say it's hands. So I really want to emphasize hands in this illustration. So she's actually like sitting on one of her hands. She'll have like these little hand wings coming out. I really wanted to emphasize hands in this one. So I really looking back at this, I really love this sketch. I killed this sketch. This sketch looks so clean. I also added. I really wanted to add like a lot of like accessories to her arms. Like you see, I'm making like these little armbands. The big theme of this is like purple and gold. That was the big That was the big theme or color theme, I would say. I wanted to give her like kind of like gold accessories on her arms. Her little hair accessories as well would be gold. The trim around her skirt would be gold as well, and everything would be like an overall purple vibe to it. Honestly, I think I did it pretty good. Um, After I did the sketch, I pretty much laid down my base colors and such, and yeah, pretty much went to the shading. Let's see. Da-da-da. This is a long pause right here. I'm not sure what I did here. Oh, okay, there we go. I think I was adding the actual shading on it. I couldn't see it on my end. But So I added a shading. I also add like some little highlights to her skin because you know that melanin be popping. You feel me? That shit be shimmering in the iridescent sunlight. You feel me? Well, yeah. I added some shading to it. Added some like shadows. Um, I also added like some foliage to the bottom of it. Like as the speed paint goes on, you'll see like little flowers at the bottom. Um, I really want to make this as like mesmerizing and as beautiful as possible because that's what Nico Robin is. She is just a cool character. Speaking of Nico Robin, let me get on my soapbox about her. I love Nico Robin. She is just so cool. Like Robin, she is just so chill. She's one of my favorite One Piece characters just because of that. She just has a chill personality. She's just there for the ride, and I love it. Um, she has a morbid sense of humor, and it's off-putting, but I think it's the cutest little thing ever. And plus, she bad as hell. I love her. She is so fine. I want to be like her when I grow up. She's so cool. But anyway, I started to add more details to these. A little bit more details to her clothes. I started to clean it up a little bit, and yeah, pretty much just kind of cleaned up the sketch a little bit. Try to eliminate some of the sketch lines just a little bit though. Um, let's see. I actually kind of ran out of things to yap about. Oh, it'll come to me in due time. Um, let's see. I think what I did now, I basically was adding little details to like the arm ornaments. It's very small to see, so you can't really see it. Um, I love like doing like little small details sometimes. Because I think the details make it pop, especially if I like printed it out or sold it as a print, which is another topic we could talk about. One of these days, I'll get around to actually selling my art prints. I would say if you guys are interested in this as being a art print, I do have a Ko-fi shop that I will link at the bottom in the description if you guys are interested. I do have a couple of artworks that I have on sale. I can sell prints. All of my prints are they are printed in house on high quality paper. Um, I I kind of like I think honestly doing the prints for a third party like a print on demand. I feel like that would be more cost effective, but I just don't like it. I like to have control of the quality of my artwork. Uh, so that's why I kind of opted to do it like in house. It makes me feel more comfortable, I would say. Um, and yeah, that's definitely one of my goals going forward. I really want to sell more artwork. I want to do more commissions, sell art. So I would say if you guys are interested in that stuff, definitely hit me up in my DMs. I'll put my social media in the description as well. If you guys want to follow my social medias, I do post art. Whenever I get a chance to actually finish a piece, I'm gonna start posting my work in progresses too. I've always been kind of funny about posting my works in progresses, cause how no, I'm so very prideful. I want my art. When I show my art, I want it to be in the most pristine condition possible. But I guess there's beauty in the work in progress, the rough parts of it. So I'll get around to doing that more often, if you guys are interested. So we're almost done with this piece, I would say. Um, right now, cleaning up the line art again. Especially around the boots. The boots still need a little bit more love, so I cleaned up the little scraps, the little shoestrings, I would say, the laces, I would say, because they're boots. Um, Damn, I sitting back and watching this, I killed this. I absolutely killed this. So, I started adding a little bit more hands to the background. Um, I really wanted to give this, I really, like I said before, I really wanted to emphasize hands. So I added like a little bit more hands in the background. Um, I added like these little hands at the top to kind of give it like, I want to give it like kind of like a angelic feel to it. Like she has like these hand wings. I really snapped on this. It's so funny. I came a long way. I actually sucked at drawing hands a couple years ago, but I got pretty decent at it, and I really liked how this turned out. Boy, hands were a struggle, I would say. Um, just anatomy in general, I feel like as an artist, that's definitely one of those problem areas that a lot of artists fixate on. I'm still not perfect. I'm definitely still not perfect at anatomy, so don't be asking me for any type of anatomy advice. Um, but I think I'm at a decent level where you kind of believe it's true. You kind of believe it's there, but yeah, I'm pretty good. I'm pretty good. Speaking of anatomy, I definitely want to do more of my. I'm thinking about doing a new series on anatomy. Basically, like little sketchbook sketches of my anatomy. Like basically like 100 anatomy sketches. Basically a video of me going through like 100 anatomy sketches, and 100 bigger bigger studies and stuff like that. Sorry, I can't talk today. I've been yapping for too long. But we're almost done with this one. I have a lot of plans as far as like art content on this channel, which is actually pretty funny. Before my channel update, I just realized I don't do a lot of art content on my YouTube channel. I usually just post my art on my other social medias, and I really want to change that. I literally have art, anime, and gaming on my banner, and I don't post art damn near. So that's definitely something I really want to change going forward. And as you guys can see, I got 2 speed paints down on my belt. Well, technically 3. I have one from like a couple years ago, but we're starting to get that back up. Let me know if you guys really rock with the speed paint videos. I will definitely keep doing them. Whether they be like work in progress speed paints or just something where you guys can just hear me yap about my life. I'm definitely down for it. This is fun to do. But yeah. I think the last thing I did for this one, I just added like the little bush in the background, like the little foliage at the bottom. Um, then I added more like little hands in the background, like in the actual background, just to sell it that she got hands. You feel me? She definitely do got hands. Yeah. And I really love how this turned out. I also had to give her like little because you know with hands oh shit, I'm almost out of time. But yeah, if nobody told you I love you today, remember what I do. Enjoy, be blessed, care no stress, and I will see you guys when I see you guys.